What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Though the market's red, but that's opportunity, guys. We're going to take a look at this market. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin analysis. We've gone 7 days above a support line, and we lost it on the 8th. I'll let you know exactly what I'm seeing, how I'm seeing it. I'm going to touch on the ETFs and their streak, and the reason why these ETFs affect the price of Bitcoin, but not how you might think. And we're going to address some reasons, and not conspiracy reasons, why ETFs, when they're buying, price of Bitcoin doesn't go as high as it should, and when they're selling, price of Bitcoin drops. It's not exactly how that is. Okay, so I'll let you guys know about that, and then I'm going to talk about the market, the moves that I'm making in the market. I was lucky enough to make some sales yesterday. I've been selling the last few days, just consolidating, basically essentially consolidating my portfolio as best I can. So I'll catch you guys up on what I've been doing. I've been lucky, and I have some capital that I can put in this market, and I'll let you know what I bought. I did buy some things. There's a lot to cover, and so without further ado, let's do this. All right, so let's do first the Bitcoin TA. All right, drop this. Yesterday, I was lucky enough to sell. I saw this drop right here, like right around here. I'm like, I'm gonna continue consolidating. I'm gonna sell some more just in case the market drops. And well, the market dropped. All right, obviously I didn't know that was gonna happen, but the market dropped. Now, an interesting thing is, yesterday the ETFs had a red day, but we're gonna get there. We get there. So you might think, oh, that's the reason why the market dropped. But no, I'm gonna explain to you guys why it's not the only reason, because there's a lot of other players. Anyways, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. This was the longest period above this 69,179. 8 days. Okay. As you know, we've been going 7 days, and on the 8th day, we lost it. How low can we go? For right now, I don't know. I don't think that we drop too much below this line that I have right here. Okay, I don't think that we do. 65,388. That's pretty much the line in the sand to keep this part up here, the structure going, and to keep us close enough where we're probably, if we stay here, we're gonna make an attempt back up here. It could be quick. It could be tomorrow that we make the attempt and then be up here by Friday or something like that. Or it could be slower, that we spend time here and then try to make an attempt here. Back up here at 69,179. I think that might be the case, because this is 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3. So maybe we have a third one, just like this one, boom, and then we lose it again, do something like that. Remember, I also think that we have time to kill. Okay, so that's the way I see it is also that way, because it seems that Bitcoin is trying to synchronize with how it's been in the previous cycle. And if that's the case, then it's going to hang out around this previous all-time high for a little bit longer, because historically it's broken past the previous all-time high later on in the cycle, which would, if it was this cycle, it would be representative around, September, October, or something like that. Okay, but history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. So it could be a little bit different. Okay, it could be that we, this time, third time's a charm, that we do spend time up here, right? We do establish this as a base that I've been mentioning, and then hang out in the 70s to 80s range for a few months, right? July and August or something like that, right? And then start moving up later on in September. The parabolic part really starts. We don't really know exactly how it's going to play. My guess is that we play around this little triangle, as I've been mentioning it, and actually now it's just right here. As low as, if it was today to drop, as low as or around 60,648. But remember, every day that goes up a little bit more. Okay, so if we do touch this line, it depends on when, to see how low it is. Okay, so I mean, for example, on the 25th of June, it's at 62,131. Okay, if we're going into July, the 9th of July, it's at 63,430. Right? If we go even further into July, we're looking at 64,000 now as the area of support. Okay, and I don't envision that it drops too much below this line. Okay, do we drop down? But first things first, we gotta lose 65,000. Now, if we do lose it, I think we have support here, 61,157, and we don't go too much below. We have done it before, but I don't think so. I don't know that we come back to we come down here though, guys. Bitcoin likes to surprise, but I think, again, my base case is this, and that we're gonna make an attempt to go up. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped, and I would use that as opportunity because I have capital, but we'll get to that part too. All right, so that's how I see it. Let's see what happens. Eventually, all right, whether it's this week, next week, whether it's in June or July, we're gonna break through here. We're gonna break through this area, and then once we do break through this area, establish new all-time highs, establish a base, we're gonna move higher, guys. Okay, Bitcoin has a long way to go. Just keep that in mind during red days. Don't let it scare you. When Bitcoin drops, the other markets the altcoins are going to drop more. And my portfolio has experienced a drop. In fact, it's the lowest it's been. I'm still up like 209 as of this morning, like 295%. Yes, 295%. So under 300%. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And the altcoins have been taking a beating. There's a lot of the good deals out there. The altcoins have been taking a beating, and my portfolio is showing it because it's been as high as 566%. And it hasn't been this low since I started keeping track of that number. Okay, and that is March. It hasn't been this low since March 7th, guys. Okay, it hasn't been this low since March 7th. So, but that's okay. That volatility also goes the other way, and when it goes the other way, it's amazing. All right, so this is opportunity. The altcoins that are beat up. My portfolio is down, although I'm still up. My portfolio is down, and so that means there's a lot of good projects. I have a lot of good projects that are great, that are still in great buy zones, guys. Right. Okay. But back to Bitcoin. All right, so we've established my base case is that I'm looking for it to do something like this, do the third time, relatively quickly, probably, right, and see what happens there. I could see it dropping, losing this, but I don't know. We're gonna have to play that by ear, okay? But that I just let you know what my base case is. All right, I don't see us getting out of this triangle too much towards the downside, okay? And now, you see this drop. We established that Bitcoin had the ETFs had a red day, down 65 million, negative 65 million yesterday. All right, and Bitcoin price dropped. Previous to that, the ETFs had 19 days of inflows. The price didn't go up. I mean, first thing you do have to understand, we're at all-time highs. There's nothing above here. Okay, all-time highs basically. So that we stay up here we stayed up here is amazing. That we're fighting this is amazing. So that it drops a little bit, it's done it before. So it's really no big deal. Don't let people scare you. And eventually we're gonna break through here, guys. Okay. But to explain why we haven't broken through more, we aren't higher than what we should be, and we're pretty high as far as I'm concerned, and we're ahead of schedule compared to other cycles. It's because these ETFs are not the only thing, guys. There's other entities, there's other players buying and selling Bitcoin, like miners. Who else is buying and selling Bitcoin? Oh, I got to go to HODL Capital to see his. He has a good chart. It shows right here. This is what you need to know. Okay, there's other players. Okay, aside from miners, there's people that hold Bitcoin. This is broken up into people that hold Bitcoin between 0.001 Bitcoin to 1 Bitcoin, 1.4 million people, 1 Bitcoin to 10 Bitcoin, 2.1 million. Not people, I would say entities or addresses, right? 10 to 100 Bitcoin, 4.3 million addresses, all right? And 100 plus Bitcoin. These would be considered institutions, 11.8 million addresses, right? What else do you see here? The majority of these, even up to the ones that are buying 10 to 100 today, when this was done, I don't know what day, that day, and year to date, to that day, they've sold 79,431 Bitcoin, guys. Okay, I would assume these people have money, and I would assume, or at least they're Bitcoin crypto rich, and I would assume they're relatively intelligent. But this is dumb. I don't get that. Even people that have 1 to 10 Bitcoin. I wouldn't say they're super rich, but I'm sure they want to get richer. Why are they selling Bitcoin? But they're selling them. People that have up to 1 Bitcoin, the quote unquote the dumb money, they're selling Bitcoin. They're all selling Bitcoin. Who isn't? Institutions. So the institutions are the ones that are essentially keeping us here, right? But when they sell, everyone else is also selling. Bitcoin price drops. Okay. Now when they're buying, everyone else is also selling. So price is muted. Price doesn't go up too high. And another reason, okay, another reason why price doesn't go up that high when they're selling is because I'm sure you heard that hedge funds, right? These entities that are buying these ETFs are also short through futures contracts. They're short the market. They're short Bitcoin. All right. But what they're essentially doing, this guy, Checkmate, explained it well. Okay. And I've been looking for someone that explained the carry trade well, because I'm not that great at it, but at explaining stuff. All right. So carry trade. Okay. And this is one of the reasons why, again, that when ETFs are buying, or when ETFs are being bought, rather, when the ETFs are being bought, these entities are also selling short Bitcoin price. Okay. Because what they're doing is they're locking in a price, and they're staying delta neutral. So no matter what the price goes up or down, one side of their trade, okay, because they buy the long position, think the bet that it's going to go, the price of Bitcoin is going to go up with the ETF, and then they also sell the futures contract, which is the bet that it's going to go down. So if the price goes down, they're winning on the short, but they're losing on the long, right? So that price stays neutral. Where they bought it, this stays neutral, okay, and vice versa. Now, why would they do that? Well, because they don't care about the direction. They want to earn the 10% plus rate for holding this trade, the carry trade, for carrying this trade. All right, so they're making money there, and it's basically free money for them. So why not do it? And that's why there's so many people that are so many hedge funds that are long, and you can't really squeeze them, because remember, they also have the opposite of it, which is the long position. So if the price goes up, then they win on that, and they stay delta neutral, and they keep earning their free money. Okay, so that's what you have to know. It's not just all conspiracy theory, guys. Although I will say, there's definite manipulation. There's stuff that we probably don't know about that goes on. Market makers, they all manipulate. So there is manipulation in this market for sure. But there's also explainable, understandable reasons why these things happen, okay? They're not trying to suppress the price. Maybe some are, but not all of them. That's not like the whole idea for their buddies to get in. They're doing it because they're making money off it. They're making money off of that spread from that carry trade, okay? So that's what I want you guys to know. All right, so that's that. We discussed Bitcoin. We know more or less. I mean, really, it's still in this range. Is that surprising that it's now going back down the other way? It shouldn't be, because go up here, come back down, go up here again, come back down, go up here, come back down. And this is what's the lower part came back down, tested the lower part, broke through it, came back in it, and since then we've been going up, and now we've been going sideways, and now it looks like we're really just hugging right here until I see otherwise. I'm gonna believe that we're just gonna do something like that, or up, or do something like this. Boom, kind of play with it for a little while. Hopefully stay above it one more time. Hopefully not lose it this time, right? We'll see. We'll take it day by day. Now let's talk about the stuff that I've been doing, okay? Because as I mentioned yesterday, by luck or whatever, I sold. No, it's really not by luck, because I've been selling recently because I have a bunch of holdings. And I'm always looking at projects. I'm looking at meme plays, right? And I only have X amount of capital. So I'm like, where can I get more capital? My other holdings. So basically, I've just been consolidating, looking at projects to completely sell or partially sell, to hold USDT or stable coins, and put it in other projects I think that have better upside, okay? Recently, I sold Leo X. I sold completely out of Leo X, and I don't like to do that, but I have a huge exposure to real world assets, and Leo X is a real world asset play, so I sold completely out of that. I didn't do it all at once, although I made a big chunk of sells today, because I was still up on the project. I'm trying not to sell anything that I'm still losing on, although I thought about it, but I'm trying not to. So Leo X, I was up. I also sold Uno Re. I still have a position. Again, I'm trying to hold on to positions, have positions, because you just never know. And I'm pretty good at picking good projects. All right, I'm pretty good at picking good projects and doing TA and analyzing the chart. I identified inverse head and shoulders on Graphling protocol. Okay, and this is why, and I'm showing you this so that you know why I try not to sell complete out of my positions. Okay, because I identified this, and where did I sell? My average buy 0.009, which is like right here. And where did I sell? just right above it right here when it was doing this. When it started consolidating again, dropping a little bit right here, I sold. I'm like, you know what? Let me just sell because I'm still up a little bit. Once it gets to this danger zone and of like, depending on where the market is, once it gets to this danger zone of getting close to my average buy price or just going under, I'm like, let me sell if I don't like the project or if I like other stuff more. Okay, it's not always that I don't like the projects. It's maybe that I like other stuff more at the time, or I need it to live by. I do my best to avoid the needing to live part. I try not to spend capital on my life, this money on my life. Although I had to do it. I've had to do it, but I do my best to keep it to a minimum because I want to keep in as much into the markets because I know the good times are coming and I'm going to make huge money keeping it in there. Anyways, so I got bored a little bit maybe, and I wanted to buy something else or whatever, and I was close to I was up on it, and I didn't really believe too much. I didn't have huge conviction on it, but I should have had conviction on my ability to pick projects and my ability to identify patterns. Because this is an inverse head and shoulders, and I drew that and I put that here. I haven't changed this thing in forever. I don't know how long. So I sold right around here more or less, right? And then it went on to do like a 20x, guys. All right, 19 cents. It's at 8 cents right now. I kind of thinking about buying back in, but I don't know. I sold right around here, so I sold in a slight project, but I lost 20x because I could have kept a little bit. I should have kept a little bit, and so that's why you never know. I don't know. And people, things that you don't have high conviction in could still do their thing. Okay, you picked it for a reason. Something inside of you knew, right? But with Leo X, I didn't feel that, and maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong for those of you that are in it. I don't think it's a bad project, but I just like others more, and I have huge exposure to RWAs. So cool. I took that money out. I have that capital. I have capital from Uno Re, which I don't have huge conviction on, and it hasn't done much. But from here, right, and plus it went below my average buy price, so I'm like, I just leave it there. Eventually, it's gonna pump, man. I think it will, because I think fundamentally it's sound. FabWealth is another one that I recently sold. Okay, I'm all right for time. Where is it? I didn't sell it all. I still have a little bag, but I de-risked, I de-leveraged, and now I'm holding on to stables and putting it into different things. I'm gonna take a little bit for myself because I need to, unfortunately, but the most of it is going right back into crypto, into other projects. Okay, so FabWealth, I was selling like right here because I again, it's good to know TA. I saw this is losing. I'm like, oh man, so I could probably do something like what it's done here and drop below my average buy price, right? And so I sold until it went below my average buy price. I haven't sold then. What else? But that's how I have the capital right now. And Clintex CTI, I still have a small little bag because I can envision it coming down here, testing it. What would happen after that? It would come back the other way. But if it comes down here, it's going to be below my average buy price. So I sold what I wanted to. I have a small little bag just in case it does do that, which it probably will. So I can enjoy that gain too later on. But still have capital to buy what I wanted to buy. Mostly meme coins, but I do have capital in my meme coins. Oh, and another one that I sold. Benji. I didn't sell all of it. I just took my initial out. Thankfully I did. I took it out when it was like right here because I'm like, oh crap. I was watching the markets last night. I saw that Bitcoin lost that support, and I'm like, I was seeing that it was looking like the ETFs were also going to have a red day. So I'm like, let me make some more sells. And I saw this. I'm like, eventually this thing's going to turn over, and it looks like this is where it did. My average buy price is 1 cent, so I took my initial out, and I have a nice bag still, free play of Benji, and I think Benji's gonna do well. Benjin, Basenji was the name of the first dog in Egypt or something like that. So pretty cool. Surprisingly, another one that I've mentioned that I didn't have high conviction on, but it's done amazing things for me. Okay, but anyways, I took that out, and I have some capital there to put in other stuff like LFGO. I do have capital already for LFGO. I have one more buy, but I'm trying to be patient to see if it comes back down to like less than a penny. I make one more buy, and I might make a couple more because I have capital now to put in. This is in Sol, so I have to send the stuff over to float Sol and do all that stuff. I have capital that from the sales that I have earmarked and ready to go in another wallet for Ryujin, right? That I talked about. Trying to see if it goes lower, see if I can lower this average buy price. I definitely will, because I've only made 3 buys and I have 2 more buys to make. And also Omikami. I have 2 more bigger buys that I want to make on Omikami, right? Almost equaling the amount that I put in so far with those 2 buys. But I'm trying to see if I can catch it lower, below my average buy price of 5 cents. It's at 8 cents right now. All right, huge risk, but this is what I've decided to do. And that's it for now. And I'm always looking. So I have capital ready to go, and I'm going to try to take advantage of these low prices and different things, but I'm still identifying. Now, what did I buy as well? What did I buy? I didn't buy really any memes today, because I did have a few non-meme coins that I wanted to buy, and those were where were they? Okay. AGC, Grow, and Weco. Okay, AGC, because I think this project is going to do well and I wanted to have more exposure to it. Plus, the project price dropped down here. I have 1 more buy left. I made one this morning. My average buy price is now 60 cents. Dropped. It's at 27 cents. If I see it start leveling out, which I think it could, right around here, I'll make that last buy. All right. Hopefully, I'll get it at these levels. Weco, because I think it's going to do well, and I think it's went below this, so I'm like, let me make one last buy, and this is my last buy. It could go lower, but I mean, I don't think too much lower. Just look at this previous history. So I mean, right around here, lowered my average buy price from where it was a little bit, and so I'm good with Weco now, and I have a good bag of Weco. I'm happy with it. And the other one that I bought, I already mentioned AGC. The other one I bought, Grow, which is an AI play of in the Trias ecosystem. Lowered my average buy price to 40 cents. It's at 32 cents. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it drops too much lower than that. 28 cents. Maybe I'll make one more buy, but I think I'm good there. And the rest of the capital, I think I'm just going to earmark to whatever. Mostly memes, right? Mostly memes. But I should have some capital there left over, and I don't know. I will play that little bit of capital by ear. But that's basically what I did, what I'm doing, and it's good to consolidate. It's good to stay very active in your portfolio, guys. Okay, I think what I definitely recommend is get yourself a portfolio tracker, track everything, okay? Your buys, your sells, especially. And I know it's tiresome, it's cumbersome, it's annoying, but it's good to know exactly where your portfolio is at all time, how much you're up percentage wise, just so you can analyze. You always have to be analyzing. You always have to be looking at this market. You always have to be in these chats. You don't have to even be talking. I don't even talk too much in these things, but I am looking. I am kind of just checking that out. Always looking on X, okay, and make your intentions be known, like, because these things have algorithms that basically try to read you, try to understand what you want to see, and so make sure that the stuff that you want to see is crypto. So make sure that the algorithm knows that, and then they'll just bring you all the stuff. Ask and you shall receive, man. I was looking for something to that explained the whole carry trade, because I understand there's a lot of FUD out there. There's a lot of stuff. People are like, oh, no, wait till the short squeeze happens. I'm like, people are misinformed. So let me do my best to inform them. And thankfully, this guy made a good, easy way to understand it, of what it is, so that you can be informed of what it really is. Okay. There are other entities that are selling. Okay, it's not the ETFs are BlackRock isn't trying to keep everything down for its buddies. They don't care. They want to make money for themselves. Even they'll screw over their buddies. Okay, that's just how that game is over there. They just want to make money for themselves, guys. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so that's that. I think I caught you guys up to everything what I did. Oh, just I guess one last thing. Veracity is also on my chopping list, but it's at 37 cents, unfortunately, 0.0044 below my average buy price. And I thought about selling, because I do have a good chunk of capital in there that I could use and put in other stuff. But then I also thought to myself, and I'm gotta always be analyzing, like, what exactly do I put it in? What am I gonna do with that capital? I'd rather just keep it in there, wait till it comes back, be patient, and then divest a little bit, take a little bit of the capital that I had, about half of it or something, or another 25%. 33% now of what's left, and put it in something else, in other projects. At that time, I'll wait, because right now I think I have everything earmarked that I want to. And I don't see a need to buy really anything else as of this moment that I don't have already earmarked to be bought. All right, but that could change because I'm always looking. All right, and if you look, you will find. All right, cool. Finally, all right, guys. I think that's really it. I hope you found some good information there, guys. There's a lot of deals out there, guys. There's a lot of deals out there. Be smart in your portfolio. This is the crunch time. Okay, this is a gift that we're getting this drop. Who knows how low we'll go, but it's not the end of the world. We're still well within a range. So, I mean, use it as opportunity. Hopefully you have some capital. If you're in some winning positions and you want to divest and you still believe in it, take out a sliver. Take out just enough to buy that position in another project, okay? Or if you're in profits, maybe consider taking out just enough to buy a position in another project from that profit, okay? Stuff like that. Or if you're in a project that you just don't like anymore and you're gonna take the loss, all right, take the loss and put in something else. Maybe that one will get you the gains back. But remember to DCA, be smart, always be analyzing, and don't believe everything you see, read, or hear, not even from me. Always confirm, always keep looking. Use Twitter. I don't use Google too much. TradingView, the news stuff that they have there, which is right here, okay? If you don't know, right here, a lot of news right here. You just put it on BTC, because if you put it on something else, it'll focus on, for example, USD Hop. It'll show commodities and all that other stuff. So if you want to know about BTC, that's what I do, and then I just read what's there. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, so you keep yourself up to date there, and X.com. Even just follow me at Fred Velez Crypto, and then just follow all the people that I follow. Boom, there you go, easy. And then just keep looking, man. Keep looking. You can even in here when you're looking at memes, you can go right here. Where is it? Right up here. The hot list trending on deck screen in the last 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, 12 hours. And you can do it by chain, right? So you can see what's hot, meme coins, right? What meme coins are hot came out. That's how you can find new ones, right? And then basically you just look for you see a hot meme coin here, right, or something, and then Confluence, right? And then they're talking, for whatever reason, people are talking about it here. Okay, you look it up here. Put that meme coin, see if people are talking about it. Okay, all right, interesting. Go look at the numbers on CoinMarketCap or CryptoRank or whatever. Write up a project. How do you do that? You go right to CoinMarketCap and then you just click on it, and you can see all the numbers. Okay, and these are good to analyze. Obviously, what you want to do there, and I'm sure you guys already all know this, but still, tokenomics, as far as like how much supply is relative to max supply. The closer the numbers are together, the better they are. Fully diluted compared to the market cap. Okay, the closer together, the better it is. All right, stuff like that. That's how you start analyzing. Take a look at where they're buyable, where you can buy them. But if you do this right, you're probably gonna have a few wallets. You're gonna have to do it across different networks. You're gonna have to have a few exchanges, and you have to be able to track your stuff all the time. My portfolio, and precisely as close you can as to being exact as possible, but it won't always be. You're tracking a lot of stuff. It's not perfect, but it's damn close, and so you know where you are at all times. All right, that's it. A lot I wanted to share, but I mean, this is the important time right here, guys. This is it. This is like the last bit of it. Once we're done here, once we get out of the 69,000-73,000 area, it's over. There's no more time. Time is done. So while we're underneath that, it's opportunities. Take advantage of it and be smart, because you can change your life in crypto. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Trying to grow this channel, all that stuff helps. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.